this is Annoo and welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to see you and so happy you could join me today for yet but another tutorial. It is August already. Wow, it blows my mind, totally blows my mind. We are in the mid part of the summer, which is crazy. So that means that fall is coming. I love fall. I'll be sad to say goodbye to summer, but fall is with spring my favorite season. I love the colors and everything. And with fall comes chillier nights. So today I thought I would share with you one of my favorite crochet blanket tutorial. It is a Ripple Stitch blanket. Actually, I have it right here. I am using it right now. I love it so much. It is the softest blanket and it is really one of the easiest blanket I have made. The Ripple Stitch looks pretty complicated, but it's really easy. As usual, I will take you through it slowly but surely, stitch by stitch. It is, I would say, hard beginner, easy intermediate, because once you know the pattern, which is made really basically on 2 rows, once you know it, you're gold. And then it's just very repetitive and very calming and very zen. Whenever I am a little anxious, those are my favorite projects to make. Because of the repetition, I get into a kind of meditation and it's super zen, so I love it. I often take them with me on planes or trains or wherever. I don't like planes so much. So whenever I need to calm down a little, those are the kind of projects that I make. The stitches you will need for this pattern are chain, half double crochet, and that is it, and then decreasing, but I will show you exactly how to do it, no worries. The yarn that I use is super simple yarn. It's an acrylic yarn. I think it's the Pound Saver, the Caron Pound Saver, but I will put all the information in the info box and below. I used 3 pounds for the blanket. It is about a throw size. I will put the size in the info box down below as well. Congratulations to the winner for last week tutorial. Here is the name. Send me your address in my email right there. And then for this tutorial, one of you will be able to win all the material needed to create this beautiful fall Ripple Stitch blanket. So 3 pounds of the acrylic yarn, the crochet hook, the scissors, and the tapestry needle. If you are not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? It's totally free. Click on the subscribe button and also don't hesitate to ring on that little bell. I am going away. I am going to pre-film this video right now, and then I will have a surprise video about mid-August that I'm working on right now, and oh my god, I think you will love it. I will put little hints of it on my Facebook page, on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, do it, because I am also going to try to take you with me on my journey to Switzerland and Belgium on my IGTV. I don't use it except when I travel, so I feel like I'm taking you with me a little bit, and I don't feel lonely and that I miss you so much in the months that I will be gone. So yeah, there's another reason why you should click on that little bell so you will not miss the next video I will post, and then I will be back in the fall for a tutorial and a video upload once a week as usual. So that is about it. If you are interested in knowing how to create this beautiful Ripple Stitch blanket, then keep on watching, and in the meantime, happy crochet. I love you and see you next time. Bye. All right, so for this tutorial you will need 3 skeins of 1 pound Caron yarn in cream, a crochet hook 5.5 millimeters, some scissors, and a tapestry needle. All right, grab your crochet hook and your yarn and make a slip knot. For the purpose of this tutorial, I will use turquoise yarn. For my blanket, I use beautiful cream yarn, and also the swatch will be way smaller than my blanket. So for this blanket, you need a multiple of 16. So you add 16 to 16 to 16 to 16, and you decide how wide you want your blanket to be. Mine was 160 stitches in total, and then whatever number you decide to make, you add 1 stitch. So if it's 160 for me, I chain 161. So here, for the purpose of my tutorial, I had 32 stitches plus 1. 32 chains plus 1. So I will give you 2 reps so you can know what to do. Okay, so once you have your 33 chains or 161 chains, in the third chain from your hook, you are going to make a half double crochet. 1, 2 in that third stitch. And then you are going to continue by making a half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. So in total you will have 6 half double crochets. And this is your first row. Okay, so you have 6 half double crochets. In the next chain, in that same chain, you are going to make a half double crochet, chain 2, and in that same stitch, another half double crochet. You are creating what will be the little pointy part, part that goes up of the little V zigzag that your blanket pattern is all about. All right, so you created that little point. Now you are going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 half double crochet. So a half double crochet in the next 6 stitches. And now to create the other part of your little zigzag, the one that points south, that points down, you're going to skip 2 chains and you're going to make a half double crochet in the next chain. So skip 2 chains and a half double crochet. And that will create that point part that will face down. Now you're going to make a half double crochet in the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. And now you're going to repeat again what we had done before, and you're going to, in the next stitch, make a half double crochet, a chain 2 and a half double crochet in that same stitch. Now this is what your work will look like. You see how we're giving it that shape. And for your blanket, you will repeat what we had done so far. So you're going to make 6 half double crochet, a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the same stitch. And then you're going to make 6 half double crochet, skip 2 stitches, and then a half double crochet in the next, and 5 half double crochet, and then again in the next stitch half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet until you reach the 8 last stitches of your row. And when you have your 8 last stitches of your row, which you should have at the end of each and every row, oh, I have a cat in my throat, we are going to proceed by making 6 half double crochets. You will have then 2 stitches left, and at the end of each and every row you will actually decrease, turning those 2 last stitches into 1. And let me show you how to decrease. Yarn over and into the next stitch, yarn over and back. You have 3 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over through 2 loops. You still have 2 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over, go to the next stitch, through the stitch, yarn over and back, and now you have 4 loops on your crochet hook, and you're going to do yarn over and through 2 of the loops. You have 3 loops on your crochet hook, yarn over through all the loops, and just like that you did a half double crochet decrease, and you are done with your first row. You are going to chain 2 and turn your work around, and we are going to tackle the second row. The way you will begin each and every row is by skipping the first stitch. I also wanted to give my blanket some texture, so we are only going to grab the front part of your loop, of your stitch. So not the whole stitch, but you see that little V? So that little part of the V that is closer to you, this is the one you are going to work in for this second row. So skip the first stitch, go to the next one, front loop only, make a half double crochet. And then you're going to make 5 more half double crochet in front loop only. That's your second one. Third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. And you reach the chain 2 you had made in the first row, and in that chain 2, oh, by the way, this is the ridge that I wanted to create. In that chain 2 space, you're going to make a half double crochet, a chain 2, and a half double crochet, following the pointy part we had created in your first row. Okay? Alright, so now for the next part, it is very important not to miss the first half double crochet. Pull back a little bit your last stitch, and right there in that first half double crochet you had made in the first row, the front loop again, make a half double crochet. 1 and 5 more. 2, 3, still in the front loop. 4, 5, and 6. And now you're going to skip 2 stitches, and you're going to make a half double crochet in the third, front loop only again, and 5 more half double crochet. And this is how you create this beautiful zigzag shape we want, the beautiful ripple effect, and that is why it is called the ripple stitch. And again, in the chain 2 space, now you're going to make a half double crochet, chain 2 and a half double crochet, making sure you do not skip that first stitch, making 6 half double crochets. This one is the first, 5 more, and you will then have 2 stitches left where you will be decreasing. Front loop only. And voila, decrease the same way I showed you before. Chain 2, you're done with your second row. We're going to tackle the third one. And now we are ready to tackle the third row, which is really more of the same. But this time, instead of picking up the front loop only, we are going to pick up the back loop only. Alright, so you chain 2, turn your work around, and you are at your 3rd row. Again, you're going to skip the first stitch as we did before, and in the back loop only, skipping the first stitch, you're going to make a half double crochet. And then 5 more half double crochets in the back loop only. Right now you have the right side of your work facing you, where you can see all the ridges. Alright, you have 6 half double crochets, back loop only. This is the back of your work, this is the front of your work. Now in the chain 2 space, you're going to make a half double crochet, chain 2, and a half double crochet in that same chain 2 space. And again, making sure not to miss the first stitch, in the back loop only, make a half double crochet right there. That's your first one, and then 5 more half double crochets. There you go, 6 half double crochet made. Now you are going to skip the 2 next stitches and make a half double crochet in the next back loop only. Five more half double crochets, back loop only. There you go, half double crochet, chain 2, half double crochet in the chain 2 space from row 2. And zigzagging, making sure not to skip the first next half double crochet, back loop again, 6 half double crochets. After your half double crochet, chain 2, a half double crochet, you had 8 stitches left to finish your row. Voila, you reach the end of your 3rd row, and you know what to do. In the 2 last stitches you are going to decrease, half double crochet, decrease, but in the back loop only. And you are done with your 3rd row. And really, the blanket will be made by repeating row 2 and 3 over and over and over again, creating this beautiful ripple stitch effect, having a front with the ridges and the back. And by decreasing at the end and then skipping the first stitch, you will keep that flat, straight edge, which is what we want. So yeah, continue, chain 2, turn your work around, and for your 4th row, you will pick up the front loop only and continue doing the same. Now that I made this little swatch for the tutorial purposes, I really like the teal turquoise blanket. I think I am going to have to make a second blanket in this color as well. I did 111 rows for my blanket, but you can go as small or big as you wish. When you reach the last of your row, you just take your scissors, you fasten off, and you sew in all the tails. And that is it, my friends. You are done with this beautiful fall Ripple Stitch blanket. I am going to make myself another one in the teal color. It's so beautiful. And voila, I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial as much as I have enjoyed creating it for you. I am looking forward to many more. Have a great month of August. I will see you mid-August and then in September. In the meantime, happy crochet and love you. Bye. I'm using it right now. I'm using it. And very meditative. The stitches that you need, So the stitches you will need for this are, Congratulations to the winner for last year.